A Sioux Falls cartoonist is still receiving national recognition more than 2 years after his death. Later this month, the National Cartoonist Society will honor the late Chris Browne with a Lifetime Achievement Award. Browne drew the popular comic strip Hagar the Horrible. Perry Groten spoke with a couple of Browne's cartooning colleagues about his legacy and the future of the industry in tonight's Eye on KELOLAND.
Longtime friends of Chris Browne remember him as being as affable as his character Hagar was horrible.
He loved people, and he liked to promote cartooning and know about them, and it was just that kind of way. And so he could go anywhere, any place, anytime, and people liked him.
Browne was a mentor to Sioux Falls artist Hector Curiel.
When I wrote my first children's book, I asked him if he was willing to write a foreword, and he did. He was amazing.
Browne and his wife fell in love with Sioux Falls during a visit to the city, and the couple moved here in 2005. By then, his Hagar the Horrible comic strip was circulated worldwide and enjoyed by millions of readers. Browne died in 2023, and now the National Cartoonist Society is recognizing his contributions to the industry by awarding him its Medal of Honor.
It's kind of like the Lifetime Achievement Award for the Academy Award. It's the second highest honor you could get at the National Cartoonist Society.
To local cartoonists like Ken Alvine, the honor is well-deserved.
Chris, I've known him for several years, and his entire life has been dedicated to the industry of cartooning.
But in some ways, it's also a bittersweet honor, coming 2 years after Browne's death.
Sometimes that happens with artists, no? We are getting more recognition after you pass away.
Curiel and Alvine say the local cartoonist community takes pride in one of their own receiving such a prestigious award. But the recognition likely would not have gone to Browne's Viking horned head.
I think he would have been honored, really honored, and felt great about it. But I don't think he would have flaunted it.
Browne was part of a golden age of cartooning when the artists were as well known as their comic strips.
Back in those days, cartoonists were like movie stars.
Hagar the Horrible thrived during a time when comic strips dominated daily newspapers. But the demise of the print industry means cartoonists of today have to find new platforms to showcase their work.
I think we had to now move more in the, online comic strip, maybe syndicates, and trying to connecting people through the social media.
I think a lot of people are just trying to do online stuff. But, the biggest problem on there is how do you get paid for it? How do you get paid to put your comic strip online every day? And that you need someone to market it for you and sell it for you.
And Alvine doesn't think Browne would have adapted well to this new online reality confronting the industry.
Chris Browne, I talked about that a lot. I don't know if he could have. He always told me, I draw, and I want someone else to do the marketing.
Still, Alvine thinks there will always be an audience for cartoons, whether on the printed page, TV, or through social media. And you can thank giants like Chris Browne for putting so many smiles on faces around the globe.
People do love humor. I mean, we're always going to love humor and cartoons.
With Eye on KELOLAND, I'm Perry Groten.
Chris Browne came from a very artistic family. His father, Dick, created the Hagar the Horrible comic strip. Browne's late brother, Chance, illustrated the strip. He and Lois, Chance Browne is also receiving the Medal of Honor during the National Cartoonist Society's awards ceremony in Boston on August 15th.